Hey folks, BlackCross here. I just wanted to say that I am officially back on Twitch, everybody. I am officially back. Actually, I've been back for about a couple of months now. And as of right now, we are Twitch streaming the entirety of Kingdom Hearts. Yes, we are streaming from Kingdom Hearts 1 all the way up to Kingdom Hearts 3 and Melody of Memory. And right now we are at Chain of Memories, the original GBA version, mind you. So if you want to check out the rest of it, be sure to check out on my Twitch channel. I've got all the other parts prior to it available as well. But for the most part, you are watching the highlights. So enjoy the highlights, and yeah, see you then. Take care. It's been forever since I've done a stream. In fact, do you want to know when was the last time I done a stream? It was obviously back in 2021, but it was actually, if I read it right, it was September 2021. If I read it right, the last known date was September 20th, September 2021. That's a long ass time. That's a long time. It's like, come on already. I can't even start the stream and have that be part of it. It's like, come on. It's been 20 years now. Lift the embargo already. I mean, it's not like anybody else hadn't done different reverb versions and stuff of that nature anyway, so it's like, why not just go ahead and just let it go, you know, for Twitch streaming sakes and stuff. I know I played Kingdom Hearts 1 like bajillion times at this point, but I mean, I never get tired of playing through this. I mean, if this was like a proud mode, hardcore type playthrough type thing, whatever, I'd probably give up strength in order to hold on to magic, perchance, probably. But since it's just normal playthrough, I'm just going to keep the sword and get rid of the shield. My default method is just to hit it until it dies. Just keep whacking at it and eventually it'll fall. Okay, so you're about to get yourself a lecture here, my friend. No, in all honesty, I don't think it's going to take nearly as long this time around, you know. Obviously, you know, after Kingdom Hearts 2 and all that stuff, we had that long elated series of games and stuff like that. And technically the game was in development for only 5 years. So we won't have to wait nearly as long, especially since they actually have confirmed that they are working on Kingdom Hearts 4. Not only that, but they have also confirmed that they know what engine they're going to eventually put it in. They're going to put it on the Unreal Engine 5. I know you are, but at the same time, I want to stress that. It's like, at this time, they know what they're doing. They don't have to worry about the whole flippin' fiasco of like, oh, we're going to put it on this engine, no, we're going to put it on this engine, stuff like that. They know what they're going to do now. So now, from what one Twitter post posted up and stuff like that, I imagine the most we would be waiting on, considering it's on the Unreal Engine 5, which is the newest thing on the market now, it might take 3 years. So roughly 2025-ish. If it comes out 2024, I'm not going to complain. I'll be happy. But my guess is somewhere within 2025. That's a guess. So we'll find out once we get to that bridge. So anyway. Oh yeah, you're right! I didn't even think of that! He does kind of look like a Darksider. That's messed up. That's just messed up. That's... It isn't until you mention that it's like, oh, what is he talking? Oh, that's right. I wonder if there are any other Pokemon similarities you can come up with, Mech. Because it isn't until you mention that it's like, he ain't wrong. Does look like a wizard. It's gonna be scary. All of a sudden, we're gonna be doing like a freaking comparison video of like Pokemon versus Heartlesses and stuff like that. I'm gonna be looking back and forth. It's like, okay, what's this Pokemon again? My Pokemon knowledge is absolute garbage. Yep, that's Behemoth. Oh gosh. I can definitely see a Parasite cage. Cage Parasite, whatever. I could definitely see that. Because it does. It does look exactly like her hair. There's no denying it. It's literally her. All you have to do is take that face, match it up to Mrs. Neutron's face, and all of a sudden, bam, same hairstyle. It does. I'm not denying that. It does. That would have been interesting. But at that point, you then begin to ask the question of, like, well, what are they doing there to begin with? But for the sake of replayability and stuff like that, we would just glance over it, because then you have the different Final Fantasy characters that show up at the Coliseum, so it really doesn't matter at that point. Honestly, that'd be pretty cool just to refight them in the Kingdom Hearts 3 mod that people have been making. For those that don't know, in Kingdom Hearts 3 on PC, people have been making insane amount of mods for Kingdom Hearts 3. One of them being the Coliseum at the Olympus, at Mount Olympus, and it's like, my gosh, that is so cool looking. And from what the person that made that said, he's actually been thinking about coming up with new bosses to put into the game and stuff like that. So that'd be pretty cool, just to have all three of them back in Kingdom Hearts 3 as like modded characters, obviously, but that would be pretty cool nonetheless just to see. I don't know how big you would describe me, considering how many other YouTubers have described their acceptance of their Kingdom Hearts fandom, but pretty big enough, I'd say. 20 years of playing the series, gotten it for the PlayStation 3 and PS4.
It's the same old stuff.
Looking forward to the fourth one. So I'm fairly a big fan of the series. Kingdom Hearts 1 is a personal favorite of mine, of course. But yeah, after looking at the trailer of 4 when it first got revealed and stuff like that, yes. I mean, then again, when you think about it, it's Final Fantasy and Disney collaboration, so it makes sense for why Sora looks like a Final Fantasy character. But still, the details is insane. And it's only going to look better from here, you know that. It's just now being revealed, so as it gets closer to being released and stuff like that, it's just going to look better from here on out. I mean, they haven't really said anything. I imagine he would. Because didn't he say in a future article, at a past article, that he would love to continue voicing as Sora? They haven't really... I mean, obviously it's still within the starting stages, so it doesn't really matter right now. Anything could be changed, subject to change and stuff like that. But it's like, I imagine he would still voice Sora. I imagine he would. I mean, when you think about it, as big as the series has gotten, I don't see him turning down the offer to voice as Sora again. The only reason why they would do stuff like that is if there was like a reason. I know the original voice actor for Axel would definitely be changed. If Axel ever made an appearance in Kingdom Hearts 4, he would have a different voice actor entirely because of the whole debacle thing that happened with him. So that would be something. But the whole FF7 crew, I mean, there's some reasons I hadn't really looked at it myself. I mean, the same reason for why the original voice actor that did Ansem, The Secret of Darkness, from Kingdom Hearts 1, and then of course you got a different actor for Kingdom Hearts 2, there wasn't a legitimate reason for why he didn't take up the role. Either because they didn't offer it to him, or he just wasn't interested. It can happen. It doesn't have to be for, like, whatever scandal reason or whatever. It just can happen. Actually, it was in Kingdom Hearts 3, and it was Master Xehanort, technically. In Kingdom Hearts 3, the main game, the original Master Xehanort that had been in the previous Kingdom Hearts games, from Burst by Sleep to Dream Drop Distance and stuff, he died as Kingdom Hearts 3 was being developed. So they had a new voice actor. And then, as they were developing Remind, he passed away, so they had to get another voice actor. So, yeah, technically, Master Xehanort has had three, actually, get my counting right, 3 different voice actors. Which, it's funny too, because in Japan, the original voice actor for Xehanort also passed away. so they had to get another one for Kingdom Hearts 3. Unlike in the America version, we've had to add 3 different ones, so it's like, oh boy. I would say yes. Probably not as big as Kingdom Hearts, but I've actually went out of my way to actually play through the entirety of all the Final Fantasy games, with the exception of the MMOs, of course. All the main ones, anyway. So it's like, I would say I'm pretty on par big on Final Fantasy. I would say so. I do kind of flip-flop back between what's my personal favorite, because 7 is my original favorite. I really loved his 6 whenever I finally played it a couple years back. I loved his 6. 10 is my first Final Fantasy game, so I like it really well too. I like 9 really well. So I mean, I tend to flip-flop back between certain games and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of the series. It would be nice to see other Final Fantasy characters being added too. I imagine they probably will in 4. They didn't add any new ones in 3. So hopefully in 4 they'll add at least one new one, hopefully. Alright. Time for the ultimates of ultimates. Can we beat Riku in a race? Alright. We did it. Now, if for some reason he just all of a sudden decides to warp dash on me. Okay, good, he didn't. Yay, after so many years, I finally beat him at a race. I think I've only done it one other time. Every other time he's just beaten my ass. I still can't believe that. I don't know if any of you are familiar with a YouTuber by the name of Cynical from the Gamers Joint, but he did a video on collecting 99 coconuts. And it's like, why? But then again, it is a thing.
Hey.
And we never see him again until the end of the game. It's like, where have you been, Pluto? It's a very good question to have. I still remember whenever I was trying to do this a couple of years back, whenever me and Delmar was playing it and stuff like that. He didn't think I could do this. Proved him wrong.
I usually wait till I get like all of my flight ability, double jump, all my spells to the max level.
All of that would be very helpful, but it's one of those things that where the fact that I know for a fact that I could get that. It's like, let me see if I can grab the rooftop and get up there.
Nope, you can't do it, man. Oh!
MLG to the max! It's like, you know, I wonder if there's a way just to get there easier. And sure enough, there is. Who gets stuck with all the bad luck? No one but Donald Duck. I mean, in a sense, yeah. You're not wrong. It can be a two-sided way, you know, depending on how you look at it. It truly can be, you know? It's one of those double-edged sword type effects. It's like, on the one hand, it's meant to help. It's meant to help cheer a person up. But depending on the situation, depends on if it worsens it, per se. You know? And I can't be the one to say it. I can't be the one to say if it helps or not. I just know Sora's always been a happy boy. He's always been the happy-go-lucky boy. But later in the series, he goes through some fucked up shit. I know that there's been a lot of people that's been talking about the potential of seeing Star Wars and Marvel in Kingdom Hearts 4, but in all honesty, I hope we do see the Muppets in it. It's like, I'll only accept Star Wars and Marvel in Kingdom Hearts if they put the Muppets in there. That is the only way I'll accept it. Any other way, and I'd be very disappointed. Oh man, the day that happens, and they reveal that the Muppets is going to make an appearance in Kingdom Hearts 4, you're going to bet I'm going to drag Delmar into it, and he's going to lose his absolute top. Hope I'm bound? Okay, this one I'm curious of. I'm not arguing you. That literally looks like Cursor almost. I mean, minus the color palette and stuff like that, but you've literally got an identified, almost replica of what Cursor would be. If it wasn't for the fact that his arms are literally attached, and this guy's got a tail. And it looks like he's using rings instead of swords. Yeah, it's... To be perfectly honest, I've never seen that one. I've seen the pre-evolved version of it, but I've never saw that. Huh. Psychic Dark. If I ever played that generation, I definitely wouldn't mind trying that one out. Just kind of memorized by it. That's actually a really cool looking design. Even for Pokemon standards, you know? I mean, I'm not saying every Pokemon design has been bad or anything like that, but that one's like, dadgum. I mean, okay, let's kind of say to ourselves, if they were to add quote-unquote official Disney worlds into Kingdom Hearts 4, which we don't know, the way that is set up could be weird. It's going to be a first for sure. One where we are not going to be able to predict what's going to happen. But, if there was any possible worlds that they could add, Pocahontas world is technically one of them. Yeah, definitely Robin Hood. We definitely want that. Part of me still wants them to do, Atlantis, the Lost Empire, and then Treasure Planet. I want those to be on there as well. But, knowing Disney, they definitely would probably put Zootopia more over than Robin Hood. Because, I mean, let's put it this way. Depending on Nomura's mindset, depends on what's going to happen in Kingdom Hearts 4. You know, because people said Nomura's a big Star Wars fan, so there's a good guaranteed chance that Star Wars will be in Kingdom Hearts 4, probably. If he's able to, which... because of how it's written out and stuff like that, he probably will. And then, again, because of how Kingdom Hearts 4 is set up and everything like that, it's kind of opened up for grabs. We don't know what can happen. We just know Sora is stuck in a new world, a different alternate dimension, arguably, Quadratum, which is sort of stylized that of the real world. So it's like, we really don't know what's going to happen. That would be really cool, just to finally see the Lion-Sora hybrid. I would like that very much, so I would. But while you're thinking on that, Mac, I'll go ahead and just get ready and get started with the stream here. Get started with the game. Oh. Why are you doing this to me? And live on camera, too. Why are you doing this to me? Okay. 1 second, we have a technical difficulty here. Honestly, I was a little bit worried about my PC a few minutes ago because for some reason, the PC was having to restart itself. And I don't know what happened. I don't know why. But it was. So that kind of had me scared as to like, oh no, what could happen next? And that happened, so... Also, the funny thing is, too, is that, about the whole genie attacking and stuff like that, I think there's something funny interesting about that. Whenever Genie actually hits you, your HP balls kind of float around and stuff to where you can get it back again. But because of how slow Genie hits you, you can easily just dodge him. It's sort of like, I'm fixing to hit ya! Whoops! Looks like I missed ya! And stuff. It's like Genie's like, technically I'm not hitting you, but because of this asshole, I have no other choice but to try to hit you. Wink, wink. I feel like that's what it is. Yeah, over a pixel of Goofy's nose. I will never forget that. Like, I came so close to actually getting it up there, and Goofy ruined it for me. I'm gonna steal this.
Don't do it, man!
Goofy! Goofy!
Squirrel.
Chris, I'm proud of you. That was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen anyone do.
I didn't even mean for it to! Goofy! Why did that register? Why did you break it with your big fucking nostril?
Chris, the goof is up.
Damn it! Okay, it looks like this is gonna be here. Goofy, stay where you are. Yeah, there we go, I got it. Gosh, I literally was like treating Goofy like a frickin' dog. It's like, Goofy, stay! Okay, Mick. Explain to me this. When did this show up? Like, you mentioned Ghost Lord, and I'm like, I've never heard of that one, and then I'm looking at it. I mean, yes, record is accurate. It is scarily accurate. But what? What the frick? What is this, some kind of messed up legendary or something like that? Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, I forgot about those. But still... That's messed up.
Like a lifeless puppet now.
My gosh. I've seen previews of it and stuff like that. And records, some people were saying it's not really Peter Pan, is some other name, but really, in all honesty, it's kind of hard to say it. But considering the fact of where it was going, I kind of predicted that it would go even worse than what it was first showcased. Because a friend of mine in Del Mar told us about the trailer and everything. And we were like, oh, that's interesting. And then we saw the trailer and we were like, oh. Like, it kept getting worse and worse as you kept watching it. And it was like, you know, it's just one of those films. You see it, you think to yourself, oh, this might be okay, and then you're like, oh, gosh. Exactly, it is Who Framed Roger Rabbit done wrong. And the weird thing is this, is that the title is wrong. The title itself says, Rescue Rangers. When watching it, I'm like, okay, which part of it is more Rescue Rangers versus just a regular Chip and Dale adventure? Like, that's what doesn't make sense to me, was that, what's the difference between just a normal Chip and Dale movie versus, what they were claiming it was? I don't know if you've noticed, but the blades on the pirates have like what looks like a little face to them. With the swirl eyes and the cracked smile, it looks like. The blade's got his face. Again, it's just the heartless designs, you know? It's a unique design, and it's like, yeah, instead of making just straight up regular pirates, let's go a little creative with them and stuff like that. Let's make the blades have like what looks like a face. A poo... A poo... Oh gosh. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that's brilliant. I love it. Hang on. I didn't know that move. 20 years later, and that thing moves. Did not know that. Mew poo. Oh gosh. Yeah, but if you did that, it would ruin the inside of Rabbit's house. Can you imagine, like, trying to do, like, imagine ramming speed right into Pooh's head through the entrance of Rabbit's hole, thus potentially cannonballing into Rabbit's house. And Rabbit's like, no, anything but that! I mean, to be fair, in the original Winnie the Pooh movie and stuff like that, kinda did get the house destroyed anyway. Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine how much remodeling that rabbit has to go through? Ugh. HGTV would have a field day just being able to redo his house over and over and over again. Oh gosh. I just love that look. That is the look of pure and utter despair. Sorry, Rabbit. Probably trying to help put it together. Actually... You know, I never really bothered to look at Eeyore's house, but it's clear as day now that it's literally inside the house. Rabbit thought that it would make a good decorative tool for the house. Because, I mean, when you look at Piglet, he's such a small, frail animal. Pick me. Oh gosh. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny. Oh shit. Oh! Did I glitch the game somehow? I'll take it. I'll take it. Now that would be interesting. That would be pretty cool just to see a heartless version of a Baxum. That would be fun actually. Like maybe not actually have like a heartless in the book per se, but like okay, you know how technically in the second one it looked like they torn in the book? Imagine like a little tear in the fabric of space in Pooh's world. And Sora just happens to have the ability to go into that tear and encounter the secret boss, the Bastion. Not gonna lie, that's actually a creative idea. We may be onto something here.